News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Pros do it right by having what you need for any job on hand, so you're spending more time on the job site than away from it. Lowe's is here to help by stocking job lot quantities of treated lumber, fencing, and decking, and at the right prices. Get volume savings on your next job at the Pro Desk, or save time by ordering at lowesforpros.com. Have your order delivered or pick it up in store. Our dedicated pro loaders will load you up and get you back to the job site where you're needed most. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's, U.S. only.
At CarMax, when we say we buy all the cars, we mean it. Over the last 20 years, we've purchased millions of cars from coast to coast. In the last year alone, we've bought a mountain of Mercurys, an armada of Nissans, a ton of Titans, an ocean of Pacificas, and a sea of Siennas. Not to mention a few Hellcats and a couple of Tornadoes. So no matter what you're selling, CarMax is buying. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. CarMax, we buy all the cars.
Want to drop a few pounds? New research suggests not only eating less, but eating earlier.
If you want to lose weight, a new study suggests you should fast for at least 6 hours after breakfast and have your last meal of the day no later than 2 p.m. Researchers at the University of Alabama, Birmingham found that such an eating regimen can help people lose weight without calorie counting because it works to suppress the appetite, to lower the levels of hunger hormones. Experts have long pointed to avoiding meals too soon before bedtime. This is the first to show how mealtimes directly affect metabolism. Jim Shenevy, CBS News.
If you're having trouble buying pot legally in Washington state, you can blame software. Several businesses report a botched update to the seed-to-sale tracking system has prevented them from delivering the goods, costing them hundreds of thousands of dollars in lost revenue, and some workers have been told to stay home until it's fixed. Peter King, CBS News.
Bitcoin is back. Yes, it just rose to over $13,000 for the first time in over a year. Bitcoin is for real, and folks are optimistic that its value will only continue to rise. NobleBitcoin.com has always been on the front end of this digital currency curve and are one of just a handful of companies who really see the potential for cryptocurrency. They see the budding future for rolling over your IRA or 401k into cryptocurrency. A Bitcoin IRA is a smart way to diversify your investments. The NobleBitcoin.com experts are offering a free guide on how to roll over all or a portion of your retirement account into a Bitcoin IRA. Bitcoin is real, and it's not going anywhere. Bitcoin is decentralized, which means that only you own it. No banks or central authority have control over your Bitcoin. Call 800-301-5560. Learn more about the future of Bitcoin. 800-301-5560. Noble Bitcoin, the IRA experts. Call 800-301-5560 now. Bitcoin, it's the future.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust. In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax-deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Lyons LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
Depend on WCLU local news. Online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. A most pleasant 58-degree temperature reading as we hit the floor this morning. Not hit the floor, hit the ground running is what I mean to say. We're going to walk the floor and talk about some of our birthday honorees here this morning. First of all, on this 25th day of July, we have Mary Leela Matthews celebrating. Roy Wayne Deckard. Roy, good fella, he's 59 today. Bruce Bell celebrates. So does Ronnie Ellis. Benny Dickinson. Michelle Hornback has a birthday today. We also have Joey Inman. Joey is 47 today. Dr. Brent Wright has a birthday. Brandon Waldridge. It's also, Tony Rice celebrating a birthday. And Maverick Potter, that's Maverick Potter, who is 7. Shonda Ballard with a birthday today, too. 45th wedding anniversary today for Randy and Teresa London. How about that? Happy anniversary to the Londons today. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, we are here for you at WCLUradio.com. And let's move forward to the weather forecast. A pleasant conversation. We've been needing one in the weather department. And Ray Stajic has a pleasant conversation for us again this morning. Ray?
Got to take high pressure in, keep sun out. Clear as far as I can see. Maybe a few high clouds around this morning, and we're going to take this beautiful weather right into early next week. Humidity might start to tick up on the backside of high pressure, giving us a little bit more southerly flow, and that could finally lead to some showers and thunderstorms by Tuesday. Clear with a few clouds this morning. Very nice out there. Sunshine later, 83. Once again tonight, 5s as that first number on the car thermometer for many of us. 59 degrees. Sun and few clouds tomorrow, warmer, 87. Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s. Dry Monday, maybe some thunderstorms back in here by Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
In the meantime, we're going to enjoy what we have here, Ray. The barometer's at 3013. Humidity at 99%, winds out of the north at 1 mile an hour, and nothing in the bucket, rain bucket this morning. And a very pleasant 58 degrees here from WCLU at 9 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. A couple more birthdays that have come in here while we were working on the weather forecast. We need to add Diane Spillman to the birthday club. Josh Whitlow. Happy birthday to Josh Whitlow celebrating today. Now, let's come back and let Brendan Crane bring you all the local news next.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brendan Crane reporting. A woman has died after a motorcycle accident early Wednesday morning. According to the Barron County Sheriff's Office, 49-year-old Christy M. Hendricks of Park City crashed her motorcycle into the rear of a truck on Edmonton Road near Old Mayfield Road. Police say 25-year-old James Ferguson of Glasgow was stopped in the eastbound direction to make a left turn when Hendricks collided with his truck from the back. After the collision, Hendricks' motorcycle went into the opposing lane and collided with a semi traveling west on US 68. Hendricks was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say no other injuries were reported. A man was arrested on several charges after a traffic stop Saturday. According to the Glasgow Police Department, a man was stopped on Veterans Outer Loop after a reckless driving complaint. Police say 39-year-old Anthony Smith gave officers false information and was driving while impaired. Officers say they found methamphetamine and diazepam in the vehicle. Smith of Park City was arrested and charged with careless driving, no rearview mirror, operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, first offense, first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, buying or possessing drug paraphernalia, third-degree possession of a controlled substance, not having a prescription controlled substance in a proper container, first offense, and giving an officer false identifying information. Smith is being held on a $15,000 unsecured bond. A Glasgow woman was arrested Friday on 10 counts of sodomy. Police say 69-year-old Shirley Jean Vickery of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree sodomy. Vickery was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. She is scheduled to appear in court July 29th at 2:30 p.m. Vickery is being held on a $25,000 bond. A man stopped by Glasgow police last August was recently indicted by a federal grand jury. Police say Gary Riddenberry of Tennessee was indicted last week on federal charges of possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. According to the Glasgow Police Department, an officer conducted a traffic stop August 28th of 2018 on Happy Valley Road. When police searched Riddenberry's vehicle, they located a black duffel bag containing 2 bags of suspected crystal methamphetamine, a loaded handgun, a box of ammunition, drug paraphernalia, digital scales, a cell phone, and about 28 grams of marijuana. Riddenberry had also about 2.85 ounces of methamphetamine. 4 new resident physicians will be introduced this evening at a reception at the T.J. Sampson Pavilion Community Center. According to President of the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce, Ernie Myers, the reception will be an opportunity to meet 4 new doctors in the community. Vice Chair for Rural Health, Dr. Brent Wright, says the reception is a way for the community to meet a doctor that may potentially see them.
And it's a way to introduce the community to these young doctors who have recently graduated from medical school and who are committing the next 3 years of their life to train in the discipline of family medicine and to train here in our community of Glasgow and Barron County.
Wright is with the Department of Family and Geriatric Medicine. He oversees the residency program and manages the clinic. According to Wright, the program is a joint effort between TJ Regional Health and the University of Louisville. Wright says the 4 residents have recently completed medical school. Tonight marks their 3-year journey to becoming board-certified family medicine physicians. Wright also says the residents will work under an attending physician, but will complete a lot of tasks like seeing patients.
I think the residency program is special for the people of Glasgow and Barron County, and it signifies the high level of training and expertise in medical care that we enjoy in our community, because for 3 years, the residents trained primarily within Glasgow and in association with T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. And I think that just speaks to the high level of training that we enjoy. People should understand that these residents will be practicing as they're training. They'll be seeing patients in the T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, so people could come out to the reception and meet their future doctor if they're looking for a position in family medicine or primary care.
For the program, Wright says the residents train here and often stay. He says the reception offers people the chance to meet what could be their next doctor.
Many of our residents have stayed within the community and the region surrounding Glasgow and Barron County, and some of our residents have gone to practice throughout the United States.
The reception begins at 5:30 p.m. in the TJ Pavilion Community Center. Meyer says hors d'oeuvres will be served. It's 6:16, 58 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Straight ahead, more of the news you can depend on. WCLU News. I'm Brennan Crane.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
You can now stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB more than ever before. You can now stay informed by following the Glasgow Electric Plant Board online on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Glasgow EPB, and on our website, glasgowepb.net. From staying updated during an outage to seeing updates about Glasgow EPB products and services, and even learning about ways to save energy and money on your bill, the Glasgow EPB has you covered online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on glasgowepb.net. The Glasgow EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
Do you love where you work? Do you own a business you're proud of? If so, we would love to feature your business during Banking on Business, sponsored by the People's Bank. You may apply to be featured on Banking on Business by visiting WCLUradio.com and clicking on the Banking on Business logo to submit your application. Who knows? You may be our next guest on Banking on Business. It airs every Thursday morning at 7:30 right here on WCLU.
In more news this hour, with a new school year approaching, many area students are continuing to soak up every ounce of summer they can before returning to school. Some Barron County students have spent their summer at North Jackson Elementary's summer camp. Each week brings a new theme. This week is Mad Scientist Week. But summer camp for some 40 kids isn't what you typically expect. At North Jackson Elementary, students are brought learning and experience. According to camp counselor Taylor Davis, the kids are taught essential skills while given the opportunity to have fun. Davis sat in the school's library Tuesday and read Dr. Seuss's Fox and Socks to the students. The camp serves as a reminder to the students to continue learning while on summer break. According to Davis, students are given 20 minutes each day of reading time. It's not just reading books, though. Students are also taught lessons. In fact, the book had a direct relation to Tuesday's lesson.
Get them out and active and do things that maybe they won't get to do in their home life.
Autism Awareness falls every April. As a custom, people wear socks with strange colors or designs. As students visited Camp Tuesday, they learned what autism is and how to be a friend to students that may encounter with autism. North Jackson 6th grade student and camper Briley Hagan says she has autistic friends. In fact, she told the group what autism is and how to approach students who may have it.
Go over there and sit beside them and stuff, talk to them, because they might not know what you're saying and stuff, but they could learn. You could teach them what you're saying.
Students were given socks and dye to create their own designs. Camp counselors say these will ideally be for students to wear on Autism Awareness Day. Davis says she has been involved in the summer camp for a while. She says she enjoys being involved because of the relationships developed with the students.
Seeing them out and meeting their family and getting to know them on a personal level, and even when I come back maybe in the year or the next year, you see them grow, and it's just really cool. I really enjoyed this experience and working here.
The camp will run through August. For the remainder of the time, Davis says the students will take field trips and even have a movie night. Kentucky lawmakers have ended their midsummer special session after wrapping up work on a pension relief measure. The House and Senate officially concluded the session after Governor Matt Bevin signed the pension measure into law on Wednesday. The Republican-dominated Senate sent the bill to the GOP governor in a final vote earlier in the day. Bevin called lawmakers into a special session last Friday to take up his pension proposal to relieve regional universities and quasi-governmental entities from massive hikes in pension costs. Those agencies include public health departments and domestic violence shelters. A special session costs taxpayers about $66,000 per day. E-cigarettes are the only tobacco product in Kentucky not subjected to an excise tax, but that could change next year. News outlets report Representatives Jerry Miller and Kim Moser both proposed a bill Tuesday to place a 27.5% excise tax on all e-cigarettes. The amount equals the $1.10 excise tax on a pack of cigarettes. Miller says the bill benefits the health of Kentuckians and predicts it would generate $35 million a year for the state's general fund. The Foundation for a Healthy Kentucky says e-cigarettes usage among youth have nearly doubled from 2016 to 2018. President and CEO of the foundation, Ben Chandler, says usage among pregnant women is also growing. Chandler says both groups are susceptible to price increases. The bill would benefit their health the most. A 19-year-old and three 18-year-olds who are accused of raping a woman in May have been indicted by a Kentucky grand jury. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports 18-year-olds Ronald Lees, Ryan Davis, Michael Davis, and 19-year-old Benjamin Brock were all indicted Monday on charges of rape and video voyeurism. The indictment says the group is accused of having sexual intercourse with a female while she was physically helpless and recorded the act. Williamsburg Police Chief Wayne Bird says the female victim was incapacitated by alcohol. He says police have the video recording. Lees and Ryan Davis were later accused of tampering with a witness after they allegedly went to the victim's workplace. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling.
WCLU now conducts a test of the emergency alert system.
Excuse that interruption. Lees and Ryan Davis were later accused of tampering with a witness after they allegedly went to the victims' workplace. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling says his office is not pursuing that charge. It's 6:22, 58 degrees in downtown Glasgow. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
House Bill 1 is now law in Kentucky. Governor Bevin signed the legislation after the General Assembly passed the measure during a special session.
This is a good day for Kentucky. It's a good day for pensioners. It's a good day for people who expect to be given what they were promised.
Bevin called lawmakers into a special session last week to take up his pension proposal to relieve regional universities and quasi-governmental agencies from massive hikes in pension costs. Those agencies include public health departments and regional universities. Kentucky State Police are investigating an apparent murder-suicide in Frankfort. Troopers responded to a complaint of a domestic dispute at a home last night. They found Donna Holland, who had been shot. She died at the hospital. Police also found Larry Holland with a deadly gunshot wound they believe was self-inflicted. The Holland's 18-year-old daughter was treated for minor injuries. Kentucky is expanding its efforts to stop what is being described as the worst hepatitis A outbreak in the U.S., with more than 4,000 cases and 58 deaths to date. Suzanne Duvall has more.
The Kentucky Department of Public Health's strike team of nurses is offering hepatitis A vaccines at county jails and homeless shelters across the state. Dr. Jeffrey Howard, Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Public Health, says there are two populations at risk in Kentucky.
One is those with substance use disorder, and two, those that are homeless. In our state, the primary driver appears to be substance use disorder.
The outbreak began in Jefferson County in 2017. Since then, more than 4,000 cases in nearly every county have been reported. Since April, the strike team has provided more than 2,000 vaccinations across Kentucky.
A deployment ceremony is today in Owensboro for 150 Kentucky National Guardsmen who are headed to the Middle East. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Get your tickets today for the Kentucky State Fair, presented by Gincana, August 15th through the 25th. Jam out with us at the Texas Roadhouse Concert Series, free with admission to the fair. We have thrilling rides, mouth-watering food, daring performances, the World's Championship Horse Show, and so much more. Get discount admission and parking online. Visit kystatefair.org for details. Join us where Kentucky comes together.
Hey everybody, in an effort to raise awareness of traffic safety laws and to encourage safe driving habits, I'm here to remind you of the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety's Blue Lights Across the Bluegrass Summer Enforcement Campaign. I'm Matt Jones, and with the current travel season, we're reminding all drivers of their responsibilities behind the wheel. Don't speed, don't drive impaired or distracted, wear your seatbelt. It's not only the law, but it's your best defense against injury and death. We don't want to write tickets, but we want to save lives. So always obey the law. No exceptions, no excuses.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It is 26 minutes after 6 o'clock and 58 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Myrtle Shacklet, age 65, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at her residence. At this hour, arrangements for Myrtle Shacklet are incomplete, but under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Charles Mitchell Jones, age 79, of Bowling Green, died Tuesday in Bowling Green. The Barron County native was born on August the 8th of 1939 to the late William and Lou Annie Davis Jones. He was married to Emma Marie Minyard Jones, who survives. Charles was the former owner of Jones Gulf Service in Lexington. He also worked in risk management for Kroger and was a deputy constable of Fayette County and a Kentucky colonel. Besides his wife, he leaves to honor his memory one daughter, daughter, Deborah Jones, and 3 sons, Charles Jones Jr., Jimmy Jones, and John David Jones, all of Bowling Green. 9 grandchildren and several great-grandchildren survive. He was also preceded in death by a daughter, Tanya Jones. The funeral service for Charles Mitchell Jones will be at noon Friday at the Johnson Vaughn Phelps Funeral Home, interment to be in the Evergreen Cemetery at Park City. Visitation is from 4 until 8 Thursday and from 10 until noon on Friday. Memorial contributions can be made to the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society at 1925 River Street in Bowling Green. Curtis Flynn, age 85, of Glasgow, died Wednesday at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. He was a born-again Christian and a veteran serving in the U.S. Army. Curtis retired from General Telephone and was a retired auctioneer. He is survived by his wife of 63 years, Caroline Flynn, 2 daughters, Sandy Duff and Barbie Flynn of Glasgow, brother-in-law Dean Jones of Lakeland, Florida, 3 brothers, Howard Flynn of Somerset, Norman Flynn of Indiana, and Robert Flynn of Louisville, 3 sisters, Marilyn Brewster of Louisville, Joyce Dalton of Braunston, and Cecilia Rhodes of Louisville, preceded in death by his parents, John and Pearl Flynn, and a brother, Bobby Flynn. The funeral service for Curtis Flynn will be held at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Military honors to be provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. Visitation begins at 2 p.m. Friday afternoon. The family would like to thank all of the NHC caregivers for their excellent care provided during his stay there the last 2 years. Chad Michael Froelich, age 45, of Nashville, died Saturday at Skyline Hospital. Born in Spokane, Washington, the son of John and Helen Froelich of Edmonton. Besides his parents, he is survived by a daughter, Maddie Froelich of Edmonton, a sister, Jennifer Adkins of Jamestown, a brother, Tony Froelich of Seattle, paternal grandmother, Joe Froelich of Sonora, California, 2 nieces, Kimberly Atkins of Frankfort and Megan McCord of Lexington, and a great-nephew, Jensen McCord. Memorial service for Chad Michael Froelich will be at 11 o'clock on Saturday at the Christ the Healer Catholic Church of Edmonton. The Butler Funeral Home is in charge of those arrangements. George Buddy Houchins Jr., age 70, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at NHC Healthcare, surrounded by his family. He served as a Barron County District 7 constable from 2001 until his health declined in 2018. You could find him on Saturday nights at the dance hall, out dancing everyone. He is survived by his wife of 48 years, Carla Houchins, 2 sons, Michael and Wally Houchins, 6 grandchildren, Courtney Houchins, Cody Houchins, Cassie Matthews, Whitney Houchins, Seth Houchins, and Blake Houchins. 5 great-grandchildren, Caleb, Connor, Mason, Ellison, and Maverick. 1 brother, Larry Houchins. 1 sister, Wanda Vincent. Special grandson, Landon Rutledge. The funeral service for George Buddy Houchins Jr. will be at 2 o'clock Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, burial in the Heistville Cemetery. Visitation begins at noon Friday. Sherry Lynn Bryant, age 56, of Edmonton, died Tuesday at her home. Sherry was a member of the House of God and a former nurse at the Glasgow State Hospital. She is survived by her husband, Van Bryant of Edmonton, a son, Troy Brueggemann of Wisconsin, 4 brothers, Calvin, Neil, and Wayne Benjamin, all of Edmonton, and Steve Paranto of Edmonton, 3 sisters, Susan Matika, Donna Walker, and Verna Benjamin, all of Edmonton, 3 grandchildren, Josh Brueggemann of Edmonton, Olivia and Lily Brueggemann of Wisconsin. The funeral service for Sherry Lynn Bryant will be at 2 o'clock this afternoon at Butler Funeral Home, burial to be in the Joe Field Cemetery. Charles M. Charlie Hogan, age 87, of Park City, died Tuesday at his residence. Charlie was a retired 20-year military veteran of the U.S. Air Force and received an Air Force commendation for his service in Vietnam. He was a 50-year member of the Masonic Order, Master Mason degree, International Union of Operating Engineers for 44 years, Mammoth Cave National Park Association Board of Directors, Edmonson County Industrial Authority Board of Directors, Barron River Area Development District, the Honorable Order of Kentucky Colonels, and a member of the Park City United Methodist Church. He was proud of his accomplishments of raising funds, planning, and project management for Park City Veteran Memorial Wall. He was also instrumental in preparing grants and designing route names and granite signage for the Park City Bicycle Walking Path. As a tribute to him, he was honored with the Barron County Patriot Award in 2004. He is survived by 4 children: Sherry Poff of Apex, North Carolina, Pamela, Jeff, and John L. Hogan of Park City. 3 grandchildren: John Reed, Chad Hogan, and Katie Poff. 5 great-grandchildren: Eli Hodge, Kendall Willis, Addison Reed, Benjamin Hogan, and Cooper Reed, and 1 sister, Maxine Brooks of Park City. Graveside service for Charles M. Charlie Hogan will be at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, July the 30th at the Evergreen Cemetery. Interment to be in the Evergreen Cemetery with military honors. Visitation begins at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon at the Patton Funeral Home's Park City Chapel. A Masonic service will be held at 7 o'clock on Friday night. Memorial contributions can be made to the Park City United Methodist Church or to the Park City Veterans Memorial. A graveside service for Barbara Nell Newport Knight, age 81, of Johnson City, Tennessee, will be Saturday morning at 11:30 at the Basil Wilson Cemetery in Tompkinsville. It was Barbara's request that memorials be made to the Crumley House Brain Injury Rehab Center in Limestone, Tennessee. A graveside service for Gary Lee Chief Oliver, age 72, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Friday morning at the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery, with military honors provided by DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. A celebration of life gathering of family and friends will immediately follow the graveside service at a location to be announced. Arrangements under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Funeral services for Maybelle Old Mama Pretty, age 81, of Canmer, will be at 3 o'clock today at the Wynn Funeral Home. Service for Edith Cross Coleman, 82, of Russell, Kentucky, will be at 1 o'clock today at the Anderson Bartley Funeral Home in Gamaliel. Burial in the Neal Cemetery at Flippin. Funeral services for Ann Huff, age 64, of Glasgow, will be held at 1 o'clock Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial will be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. The funeral service for Cody Jewel Glass, age 32, of Glasgow, will be today at 2 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, more savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON. Barron County Business Supply, the area's #1 supplier of office products.
.634 WCLU, 58 degrees. Should be a nice day here in South Central Kentucky. We're going to check in with Ray Stajic at the Weather Channel and have a nice explanation of how we're going to enjoy the weather over the next several days. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and do that before I do the, well, actually, I got the morning sports report right here. Let me just do that. In local sports, registration for the fall soccer program is ongoing. The program is offered for girls and boys ages 5 to 12. The league will begin play in early September and run through the end of October. The cost is $45 per child, with discounts for multiple children in the same household. For more information, call the Glasgow Rec Department, 651-3811. Tickets are on sale for the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame's 2019 induction ceremony to be held at the new Night of Champions event, which precedes it. Together, the two events next month are being promoted as a weekend to remember, as basketball greats from multiple generations are expected to visit Elizabethtown. Ken Trivett, one of the driving forces behind the Hall of Fame, said proceeds support the museum in downtown Elizabethtown and its infrastructure. Dwayne Casey, a member of the 1978 University of Kentucky NCAA championship basketball team, who was named NBA Coach of the Year in 2018, is the keynote speaker for the red carpet reception and dinner August the 7th at the Pritchard Community Center. Joe B. Hall, Casey's UK coach, also plans to attend, Trevett said. Other premier coaches expected are Bob Daniels, Wayne Chapman, and Ray Harper. all whose national titles at Kentucky Wesleyan, plus Kelly Wells, plus Kelly Wells and Happy Osborne, who won NAIA national titles and several KHSAA state championships, including Billy Hicks, the winningest coach in Kentucky high school history. The Night of Champions will also have a local coaching spotlight, Trevitt said, as 3 championship coaches living in Hardin County will be recognized: James Hare, Larry Miller, and Tim Mudd. Legendary players also expected to attend: Cliff Hagan, Larry Conley, Butch Beard, Rex Chapman, Richie Farmer, Tim Higgs, Darrell Carrier, Jerry Grigsby, and Donna Murphy. That's Donna Murphy. Tickets can be purchased by calling 270-234-8354. That's a check of local sports.
You find yourself...
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
The weather.
Going to take high pressure in, keep sun out. Clear as far as I can see. Maybe a few high clouds around this morning, and we're going to take this beautiful weather right into early next week. Humidity might start to tick up on the backside of high pressure, giving us a little bit more southerly flow, and that could finally lead to some showers and thunderstorms by Tuesday. Clear with a few clouds this morning. Very nice out there. Sunshine later, 83. Once again tonight, 5s as that first number on the car thermometer for many of us. 59 degrees. Sun and few clouds tomorrow, warmer, 87. Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s. Dry Monday, maybe some thunderstorms back in here by Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you for visiting, Grandma.
Of course. Here you go. And don't tell your mother.
Oh, $1. Only like 4 more to go.
What do you mean?
McDonald's 2 for $5 is back.
Everyone's excited McDonald's 2 for $5 mix and match deal is back. Pick any 2 favorites from the Big Mac, filet of fish, quarter pounder with cheese, and 10-piece chicken McNuggets for just $5.
Help me count my change. Grandma's hungry.
Prices and participation may vary. Single item at regular price. Limited time only.
Well, let's look at the current conditions this morning. A very pleasant start. You go out there, you're going to do a little... This is nice. It is nice out there for sure. Barometer's at 30.13, humidity at 99%. Winds out of the north at 1 mile an hour. No precip in the past 24 hours. And the constant coverage of studio radar screen crystal clear this morning. 58 degrees. Weather brought to you by the folks fixing breakfast for you at McDonald's as we speak.
Now at Ford's, choose select Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, or Ford's Furniture mattress sets, and we'll give you an adjustable base free. Or get a set of memory foam pillows, a mattress protector, and a down comforter, a $500 value, all free with select mattress sets now at Ford's Furniture.
Wendy's 4 for $4 is now better than ever because it's the deal with more variety than ever. With 8 different sandwiches to choose from, plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. So choose a double stack, or the crispy chicken sandwich, or a grilled chicken go-wrap, or the junior bacon cheeseburger, or any of these others. Whatever you choose, you still get this much food, all for just $4. So try all 8 and pick your favorite, and taste what makes the new 4 for $4 deliciously different. Only at Wendy's.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1900.
Get-togethers, you want to be sure to make sure they're fun. And that's why Ralphie's Fun Center has put that right in their name. Ralphie's Fun Center, if you got a birthday party, maybe a retirement reception for somebody at work, or maybe just a place to have a family reunion where everybody in the family can enjoy it, from the youngsters to the folks who don't have to do the cleanup. We're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center, indeed. Let me get the birthday list out here. A bunch of nice folks to celebrate with, including Mary Leela Matthews, Roy Wayne Deckard. Roy Wayne is 59 today. Yes, we have Bruce Bell, Ronnie Ellis. It's Benny Dickinson's birthday today. Michelle Hornback. Joey Inman is 47. We also have the birthday of Brandon Waldridge. Tony Rice. It's Maverick Potter, who is turning 7. Shonda Ballard has a birthday today. It's also the birthday of Diane Spillman, Brooke Burris, Dr. Brent Wright. Josh Whitlow has a birthday today, too. Anniversaries, we got the 45th for Randy and Teresa London, and the 44th for Tony and Sue Underwood. Congratulations. Phone lines are open here at 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. Online here at SimpleClick at WCLUradio.com. Now, today, we got to jump over here and tell you we're patting on the back today, Randy and Teresa London. It's Randy and Teresa London Day here on the radio. It's their 45th wedding anniversary. They were nominated to be good as gold on their anniversary day. And I can tell you, the person that nominated them has a lot of knowledge of how sweet a couple they are. It's Emily London Mitchell nominated them. So we want to be sure and pat Randy and Teresa London on the back today on the 45th wedding anniversary. Let them know they're good as gold from WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. Archives are in your future.
Bluegrass Cellular is celebrating everything Samsung with our Samsung Buy One, Get One event. For 5 days only, buy any Samsung smartphone, like the Galaxy S10 Plus, and get your choice of any second Samsung smartphone free when you add a line. No trade-in is required, but you better hurry. This event ends Monday, July 29th. Restrictions apply. Buy now at bluegrasscellular.com or at your closest store. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
You just can't beat a nice little sojourn down memory lane. We're going to start that just in a second. The Archives, 100 years worth of things that made us a special place. Some special names that some of us hadn't thought of in a while. We have a stellar day in the Archives, I can just tell you, and Sam Terry will join us to make that even better after we hear this word from our sponsors, Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
We are on the air with Sam Terry, noted historian, and just a guy who's all about town fella. How you doing, Sam?
Very well this morning. How are you, Henry?
We're going to get you a little thing to put on, a little label to wear on your jacket. It says, Man About Town, Sam Terry. You can share that off in some places. We'll share with you 100 years worth of things in the Archives. And I got to tell you, I just enjoy preparing for today because a lot of neat stories. The first one 100 years ago. Now think about this, Sam. This is a story in the Glasgow Times. And the story reads as follows. Jim Slaughter's attempt to clean up Thomas's restaurant and pool hall last Saturday night, and of course, clean up is in italics, but quotation marks, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, he was trying to clean up the restaurant and the pool hall there last Saturday night. It ended up, though, with Mr. Jim himself being landed in jail and paying a $25 fine. Now, here's what he did to be landed in jail. He smashed a plate over Mr. Thomas and then got a sound thrashing from Mr. Thomas as an aftermath. So really, he was the recipient of a whole lot of punishment before he ever got to the jail, Sam, wouldn't you say?
I would think so. I have a feeling there's more to all of this story than we're being given here.
Yeah, he's cleaning up the restaurant there. He's doing the cleaning, and he gets put in jail. We need to find out the rest of the story on that. All right, we've got 19 and 29, and some good news right here. A total of 1,424 students have registered for summer courses at the University of Kentucky. Those attending from Barron County are Wendell F. Beals and Richard A. Palmore of Glasgow, Daniel P. Curry, and Anda H. Hughes of Cave City. Some excellent names from 1929 getting to go to the university. That was a pretty big accomplishment, wouldn't you say?
It was indeed, and big names. And, of course, R.A. Palmore was superintendent of our local schools at that time, so I have a feeling he was maybe going back to summer school working on a higher degree.
Furthering his education so he could help others further theirs. 1939, we got a picture right here from 1939 from Metcalfe County. The story here in the Republican reads as follows. Local boys on radio program. Henry, John, and Rollins Sullivan and Johnny Bragg are appearing this week on a radio program from a station in Jackson, Tennessee. These entertainments by these local boys have proved quite popular in Metcalfe and adjoining counties where they have appeared, and they are hoping to be awarded a permanent contract. We're talking about Lonzo and Oscar. I think it's interesting that, Sam, in this story from 1939, the Lonzo and Oscar part was not used in the story, just John and Rollins Sullivan. So they were really, really, really early in the career based on what that reads, don't you think?
I would agree.
And a couple of smiling-looking fellas right there. And, you know, they have done, I think, the best version of a song that I just happen to like called I'm My Own Grandpa. Lonzo and Oscar did what I think is the best version of that. We'll have to play that. We get maybe get Facebook's permission to play that. But anyway, that's what it was. And they were a long-running comedy series and music show on the Grand Ole Opry as well. From Metcalfe County, Kentucky, making us all proud, Lonzo and Oscar. Okay, let's jump here to 1949. This is if people who have been involved in law enforcement or detectives investigating, you're going to see some interesting facts in this story right here, okay? The headline reads, one held after 2 stolen lambs were identified at a local stock market. Let's get into the meat of the story here. 3 lambs were lifted from the flock of Jack Smith of Coral Hill Friday of last week, but one was discovered on Saturday morning with a rope around its neck. Smith missed 2 lambs from the flock and reported the theft to County Judge C.M. Redford, who advised him to check the local livestock market. Upon visiting the Glasgow market, Mr. Smith immediately recognized his stock. Now get this, one of the lambs was his pet. Now when Mr. Smith called the pet by name, the animal immediately ran to its owner. The man who had pinhooked the lambs to speculators was identified by 4 witnesses who were present when the transaction was made. However, the officers are continuing their investigation since they have reason to believe that others were implicated in the theft. All right, there's a lot of things in this story right here, Sam. First of all, I had a lamb stolen, so I'm going to go tell the county judge. And, of course, he said go check the livestock market, which seemed to be a really smart piece of advice there from Judge C.M. Redford. And then we also have they figured out who it was, but they didn't arrest him because they thought there were others involved. Makes you wonder if there was any sort of prominence to the person that was going to be accused. Holding off a little bit there. But that's the way they did it in 1949. Steal somebody's lamb, put it in the livestock market, and the owner comes and calls the pet by name. That's pretty fascinating, Sam. Don't you think?
It is fascinating. fascinating. Sounds like a real life version of an episode of Andy Griffith.
That's right, it does. If we can get that lamb to eat some dynamite, we'd have a show, wouldn't we? Let's go to 1959, the wedding of Miss Kay Frances Brown, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Robert M. Brown of Route 6, and Mr. David Rex England, the son of Mr. and Ms. Rex England of Glasgow, was solemnized Saturday at the First Christian Church. Mrs. England is employed by Time Finance Company, and Mr. England is associated with his father at Rex's Sinclair Service on East Main Street. Some good names right there, Sam.
Certainly so.
And if you ever wanted to see a service station that was built on service, Rex England's service station was certainly one of them. Took care of everybody in a good way. 1969, we got a golden wedding anniversary this day. It's Mr. and Ms. J.B. Alexander celebrating their golden wedding anniversary in 1969. That's certainly one worth celebrating and getting in the publication. This was in the Republican in 1969. 1979. Well, actually, that's not in the archives because we don't have those 1979 newspapers. But we have an advertisement here from 1989, Sam. An advertisement. South Carolina Firestone Peaches, canning, freezing, and eating. Come out to Ken Davis Produce, 802 West Main Street. A good peach sounds good about right now. And yes, the Davis family out of Ken Davis Produce continue to have the very latest in the crops that have come in out there at Ken Davis Produce, 802 West Main Street. Nice folks. You like some peaches with your cereal this morning, Sam?
That would be wonderful.
Sounds good, doesn't it? All right, let's go to 1999. This day in history, the local band Gear goes full throttle with their music. Now listen to these local names in the band Gear from 1999. 20 years ago, it was Wade England, Curtis Wilson, Chad Lockhart, and Jacob Ritchie, the band members of Gear. And they were making some good music there 20 years ago. It's in the archives. 10 years ago, this was the day, this is in the Barron County Progress, Brawa's Spaghetti and No Balls fundraising dinner raised about $2,500. One of the more creative names of events here locally, but it made some money, Sam, in 2009 for a very good cause. We're talking about Brawa.
Absolutely. They do great work.
Boy, they do, and it's just kind of something, people who aren't from here, when they see what we have in the way of Brawa, they are thoroughly impressed. Now, let's go back to the fundraising topic a minute here, Sam. I have a note from yesterday afternoon that was sent to us by Sherry Wesley, and Sherry says that as of closing on Tuesday afternoon, we have received $3,800 of the $5,000 challenge donation. I think that certainly speaks well for how much folks enjoy history and see the importance of taking care of our history around here. With $3,800 already pledged, you'll remember that we have a anonymous donor who's going to match up to $5,000. The donations of other folks who people are making for our fundraising effort at the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center. And I think that speaks very well of the folks who appreciate history and the folks who are doing such a good job at the Cultural Center, Sam Terry. And we need that contribution in order to make, work on some of the things that computer-wise and exhibit-wise we need a little bit more work done. And I'm just tickled to death to see folks ponying up and saying, we can do that because we know it's for a good cause.
Great project for our community, and always something else to be done in preserving our history and showcasing it for people to enjoy and appreciate.
Yes, it's the keeping up with the history. It's an effort that will never really end. I've got good reason to believe that we're going to have more fun on the archives tomorrow, Sam. But I just, this business of cleaning up the pool hall and finding your pet lamb at the livestock market to be sold. are just some of the fascinating parameters of our history around here, and I think it will be equally fascinating tomorrow, sir. And I hope you have a good day.
You too.
And we'll reconvene tomorrow and see what's next, okay?
Thank you. Sam
Terry on the air with us live today for the archives, courtesy of Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
What if your doctors treated you like family, your nurses calmed your fears, you received personalized, compassionate care at every visit? At TJ Regional Health, we're committed to excellence in patient care for every person, every day. To us, total local care is more than a tagline. It's our promise to you. Come experience exceptional care at the TJ Regional Health network of hospitals and clinics, where people you know care for the people you love. Visit tjsampson.org to learn more.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book. And check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
Call 270-651-7466 for information on how you can sign up. This bank is going places. South Central Bank, member FDIC.
Going to take high pressure in, keep sun out. Clear as far as I can see. Maybe a few high clouds around this morning, and we're going to take this beautiful weather right into early next week. Humidity might start to tick up on the backside of high pressure, giving us a little bit more southerly flow, and that could finally lead to some showers and thunderstorms by Tuesday. Clear with a few clouds this morning. Very nice out there. Sunshine later, 83. Once again tonight, 5s as that first number on the car thermometer for many of us. 59 degrees. Sun and few clouds tomorrow, warmer, 87. Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s. Dry Monday, maybe some thunderstorms back in here by Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous start out there today. The barometer's at 30.13, 99% humidity, north winds at about a mile an hour. And let's see, we are at 58 degrees, stuck right there, WCLU. Weather brought to you by South Central Bank.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing, as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying, I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Don't forget, 7:30 today, we got the next edition of Banking on Business. You can join Terry Bunnell and a guest, and we'll wait and let you see who the special guest is going to be at 7:30 today as we learn Banking on Business. Sponsored by the People's Bank. That's coming up at about 7:30.
2 award-winning parks, world-class entertainment, and one-of-a-kind dining experiences. Of course, I'm talking about Dollywood Parks, right in the heart of the Smoky Mountains in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. With Dollywood's world-famous rides and parks, including the famous Dollywood Amusement Park and Dollywood's Splash Country Water Park, the beautiful Dollywood Resort, and the famous Smoky Mountain Cabins, as well as the magnificent dining and entertainment options offered daily, that makes makes Dollywood the #1 getaway in all of the Smokies. Log online to Dollywood.com to check out all the exciting experiences offered and view the great lodging and ticket options available only at Dollywood Parks and Resorts. While you're there, check out the amazing rides offered at Dollywood Parks, including the Barnstormer and the exciting Daredevil Falls water coaster, all a part of Dollywood Parks and Resorts. And as Dolly says,
Get away to Dollywood. It's home fun. In the heart of the Smokies, Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
All right, 58 degrees at WCLU this morning. We are moving forward. I think we're just about ready to have our trivia contest today. Somebody's going to win a pizza from Little Caesars. But I got to remind you once again, I know that John East and all of the staff out there at the Kentucky Career Center is hoping that you will be a part of the crowd today out there. What's the crowd coming to the Kentucky Career Center for today? Well, it's a career connection today from 9 until 11 o'clock. Prospective employees can see what businesses are hiring locally, see the benefits packages of area employers. And then multiple employers will also do interviews and hiring at the event today. If you want to ask a question, 270-651-2121. But the big thing to do is just come on out there today between 9 and 11 o'clock at the Kentucky Career Center. They always do a nice job with these events, and today's, I'm sure, will be equally as interesting. Also coming up on Saturday, the Avenue Church at 315 Columbia Avenue is going to be having a special event out there. The VBS Creature Camp, where all God's children are one of a kind. Saturday from 9 until noon. Registration begins at 8:30. Lunch will be provided at noon. There will be Bible stories, games, songs, and inflatables. Children ages 3 through the 5th grade may attend. Come and join. Put that on the list of things to get done.
If you're a sinner, like I am, I would like for you to take a few moments with me and pause and reflect upon the amazing sacrifice that our Savior Jesus made on our behalf. The prophet Isaiah in chapter 53, beginning at verse 4, says this, "Surely he has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we esteemed him stricken, smitten by God and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement for our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. All we like sheep have gone astray. We've turned every one to his own way, and the Lord has laid on him the iniquity of us all." How thankful we're to be to our Savior and King Jesus. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
Local folks, local food, local crafts, and local music. It's every Saturday when your hometown comes together to celebrate all of its bounty. It's Bounty of the Barons Farmers Market, a Kentucky proud event on the square in downtown Glasgow, every Saturday now through the end of October. And the best part of Bounty of the Barons is that it's a local producers-only farmers market, which means that you won't find anything like it anywhere else. We are Kentucky proud, featuring local produce, fresh-cut flowers, beef, pork, lamb, chicken, cheese, honey, soaps, lotions, and a whole lot more. Enjoy socializing with hometown folks while you browse local vendors at the Bounty of the Barons, presented by Sustainable Glasgow and a Kentucky Proud event. Come out and visit us or check us out online at bountyofthebarons.com. Bounty of the Barons, every Saturday on the square in Glasgow, where we are Kentucky Proud.
All right, thank you, Aaron. It's 7:04. Actually, just clicked over to 7:05. Don't let me mislead you there. 7:05, 58 degrees. The good folks at Little Caesars want you to come by for dinner. You can win a large sausage pizza or a large pepperoni pizza just for answering this question. And today on Trivia, we're going to do a little foreign language work right here. The motto of the Olympics is written in Latin. It is Citius, Altius, Fortius. Tell me in English, what does that mean? Okay, you got a torch over here you're holding up, ready for the Olympics. Citius, Altius, Fortius. That's the theme, the slogan of the Olympics. It's Latin. Those words are from Latin. Citius, Altius, Fortius. In English, what does that mean? 651-914-9800-956-1023. Hello, Trivia.
God we trust.
No, it's not right. Whoops, trivia. Oh, I'm sorry. I think I cut somebody off. We've got, a Greek standing here, Citius Altius Fortius. In English, that means what?
Faster, stronger, higher.
That's right. Who is this speaking?
This is Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. So you know your Latin, huh?
Yeah.
What's your last name, Tanya?
Houghton.
Tanya Houchins. Okay. All right. So anyway, it's Citius Altius Fortius. Faster, higher, stronger. And if you can, if you look at these words in Latin, you can see how the words we have in English are related to those early Latin words. Probably were formed out of that. But it is pretty interesting indeed. So, when next time you're watching the Olympics, you see that Latin motto, Citius Altius Fortius, you'll know where it came from there, Tanya Houchins.
That's right.
And it's interesting if you, we talked about this on this program before, but when I had Latin in high school, the big thing they talked about was that, it's just too hard of a language to speak. That's why we don't speak Latin, not because we hated it or anything, but you just can't learn to speak it. It was so difficult to speak. Not all that easy to write either, I don't think. But
I would think so.
No, it kind of, you can add a lot of extra words right there, a lot of letters, just changing the tense of something in there. But it's a part of our heritage, and you've got a big pizza to celebrate the knowledge of that there, Tanya, okay?
All right, thank you.
Come by, we have a coupon for you here, and you can take it to Little Caesars, all right?
Okie doke. Have a good day.
You too, bye-bye. Actually, I think it would be kind of cool to have Little Caesar standing up out there with a
The Royce Radio Family, WCLU, 1490 Glasgow, WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow, and W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Enjoy Wendy's 4 for $4 meals now with 8 sandwich choices.
Insurance is full of complicated legal documents and statistics, but really two things matter the most, and that's the company backing the policy and the people in front of it. At ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance Agency, they have more than smiling faces. The experience and knowledge can't be duplicated, and the company name, ISU Pettigo-Lessenberry, has been the name so many homeowners, business owners, farmers, even government bodies and public schools have trusted since 1902. Call your dedicated Pettigo-Lessenberry Insurance agent today.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Daniel Bird, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you.
270-651-8837.
Good morning. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. A woman has died after a motorcycle accident early Wednesday morning. According to the Barron County Sheriff's Office, 49-year-old Christy M. Hendricks of Park City crashed her motorcycle into the rear of a truck on Edmonton Road near Old Mayfield Road. Police say 25-year-old James Ferguson of Glasgow was stopped in the eastbound direction to make a left turn when Hendricks collided with his truck from the back. After the collision, Hendricks' motorcycle went into the opposing lane and collided with a semi traveling west on US 68. Hendricks was pronounced dead at the scene. Police say no other injuries were reported. A man was arrested on several charges after a traffic stop Saturday. According to the Glasgow Police Department, a man was stopped on Veterans Outer Loop after a reckless driving complaint. Police say 39-year-old Anthony Smith gave officers false information and was driving while impaired. Officers say they found methamphetamine and diazepam in the vehicle. Smith of Park City was arrested and charged with careless driving, no rear-view mirror, operating a motor vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs, first offense, first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, first offense, buying or possessing drug paraphernalia, third-degree possession of a controlled substance, not having a prescription controlled substance in a proper container, first offense, and giving an officer false identifying information. Smith is being held on a $15,000 unsecured bond. A Glasgow woman was arrested Friday on 10 counts of sodomy. Police say 69-year-old Shirley Jean Vickery of Glasgow was arrested and charged with first-degree sodomy. Vickery was lodged in the Barron County Detention Center. She is scheduled to appear in court July 29th at 2:30 p.m. Vickery is being held on a $25,000 bond. A man stopped by Glasgow police last August was recently indicted by a federal grand jury. Police say Gary Rittenberry of Tennessee was indicted last week on federal charges of possession of methamphetamine with intent to distribute and possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. According to the Glasgow Police Department, an officer conducted a traffic stop August 28, 2018 on Happy Valley Road. When police searched Rittenberry's vehicle, they located a black duffel bag containing 2 bags of suspected crystal methamphetamine, a loaded handgun, a box of ammunition, drug paraphernalia, digital scales, a cell phone, and about 28 grams of marijuana. Rittenberry had about 2.85 ounces of methamphetamine. And 4 new resident physicians will be introduced this evening at a reception at the T.J. Sampson Pavilion Community Center. According to President of the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce, Ernie Myers, the reception will be an opportunity to meet 4 new doctors in the community. Vice Chair for Rural Health, Dr. Brent Wright, says the reception is a way for the community to meet a doctor. They may potentially see them.
And it's a way to introduce the community to these young doctors who have recently graduated from medical school and are committing the next 3 years of their life to train in the discipline of family medicine and to train here in our community of Glasgow and Barron County.
Wright is with the Department of Family and Geriatric Medicine. He oversees the residency program and manages the clinic. According to Wright, the program is a joint effort between TJ Regional Health and the University of Louisville. Wright says the 4 residents have recently completed medical school. Tonight marks their 3-year journey to becoming board-certified family medicine physicians. Wright also says the residents will work under an attending physician, but will complete a lot of the tasks like seeing patients.
I think the residency program is special for the people of Glasgow and Barron County, and it signifies the high level of training and expertise in medical care that we enjoy in our community, because for 3 years, the residents trained primarily within Glasgow and in association with T.J. Sampson Community Hospital. And I think that just speaks to the high level of training that we enjoy. People should understand that these residents will be practicing as they're training. They'll be seeing patients in the T.J. Sampson Community Hospital, so people could come out to the reception and meet their future doctor if they're looking for a position in family medicine or primary care.
For the program, Wright says the residents train here and often stay. He says the reception offers people the chance to meet what could be their next doctor.
Many of our residents have stayed within the community and the region surrounding Glasgow and Barron County, and some of our residents have gone to practice throughout the United States.
The reception begins at 5:30 p.m. in the TJ Pavilion Community Center. Meyer says hors d'oeuvres will be served. It's 7:14, 58 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Stay tuned right here on WCLU for more of the news you can depend on. WCLU News.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from T.J. Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Riley Dental Group, a group of dedicated and highly trained dentists who are committed to you and your family's dental health. Dr. Matthew Riley, Dr. Amy Norris Cassidy, and Dr. Jim Thurman. 3 professionals who encourage and facilitate excellent dental care. With the latest in technology, Riley Dental Group offers sedation dentistry for many procedures. They are the well-established source for dental implants in this area, which has changed so many patients' lives. Of course, dental care begins with hygiene. The dental hygienists at Riley Dental Group keep your teeth clean and coach you as you take care of your teeth at home. Commit to taking better care of your dental health. Get the Riley Dental Group on your side today. Call 651-5939. That's 651-5939 and get started. Riley Dental Group, 101 State Avenue in Glasgow.
Healthcare changes all the time, but at Hatchet Home Medical, we're a consistent friend to help you navigate the road to good health. We are your headquarters for all types of equipment and supplies to let you recuperate at home, and we keep up with all the changes. So let us file the paperwork for insurance reimbursement. Hatchet Home Medical's huge showroom and warehouse on Park Avenue in Glasgow lets us stock what you need, and our trained technicians are courteous and helpful when setting up and instructing you or your caretakers. We feature a 24-hour on-call phone number to help in emergencies. And remember, all healthcare professionals, Hatchet's Home Medical has the area's largest selection of nurses' uniforms and supplies, featuring the best of name brands. Whether you need a wheelchair, walker, hospital bed, or other assistive device, the name to remember is Hatchet Home Medical in the Park Avenue Shopping Center in Glasgow. Phone 651-9551.
In more news this hour, with a new school year approaching, many area students are continuing to soak up every ounce of summer they can before returning to school. Some Barron County students have spent their summer at North Jackson Elementary's summer camp. Each week brings a new theme. This week is Mad Scientist Week. But summer camp for some 40 kids isn't what you typically expect. At North Jackson Elementary, students are brought learning and experience. According to camp counselor Taylor Davis, the kids are taught essential skills while given the opportunity to have fun. Davis sat in the school's library Tuesday and read Dr. Seuss's Fox and Socks to the students. The camp serves as a reminder to the students to continue learning while on summer break. According to Davis, students are given 20 minutes each day of reading time. It's not just reading books, though. Students are also taught lessons. In fact, the book had a direct relation to Tuesday's lesson.
Get them out and active and do things that maybe they won't get to do in their home life.
Autism Awareness falls every April. As a custom, people wear socks with strange colors or designs. As students visited Camp Tuesday, they learned what autism is and how to be a friend to students they may encounter with autism. North Jackson 6th grade student and camper Briley Hagan says she has autistic friends. In fact, she told the group what autism is and how to approach students who may have it.
Go over there and sit beside them and stuff, and talk to them because they might not know what you're saying and stuff, but they could learn. You could teach them what you're saying.
Students were given socks and dye to create their own designs. Camp counselors say they will ideally be for students to wear on Autism Awareness Day. Davis says she has been involved in the summer camp for a while. She says she enjoys being involved because of the relationships developed with the students.
Seeing them out and meeting their family and getting to know them on a personal level, and even when I come back maybe in the year or the next year, you see them grow, and it's just really cool. I really enjoyed this experience and working here.
The camp will run through August. For the remainder of the time, Davis says the students will take field trips and even have a movie night. Kentucky lawmakers have ended their midsummer special session after wrapping up work on a pension relief measure. The House and Senate officially concluded the session after Governor Matt Bevin signed the pension measure into law on Wednesday. The Republican-dominated Senate sent the bill to the GOP governor in a final vote earlier in the day. Bevin called lawmakers into a special session last Friday to take up his pension proposal to relieve regional universities and quasi-governmental entities from massive hikes in pension costs. Those agencies include public health departments and domestic violence shelters. A special session cost taxpayers about $66,000 per day. E-cigarettes are the only tobacco product in Kentucky not subjected to an excise tax, but that could change next year. News outlets report Representatives Jerry Miller and Kim Moser both proposed a bill Tuesday to place a 27.5% excise tax on all e-cigarettes. The amount equals the $1.10 excise tax on a pack of cigarettes. Miller says the bill benefits the health of Kentuckians and predicts it would generate $35 million a year for the state's general fund. The Foundation for a Healthy Kentucky says e-cigarette usage among youth have nearly doubled from 2016 to 2018. President and CEO of the foundation, Ben Chandler, says usage among pregnant women is also growing. Chandler says both groups are susceptible to price increases. The bill would benefit their health the most. A 19-year-old and three 18-year-olds who are accused of raping a woman in May have been indicted by a Kentucky grand jury. The Lexington Herald-Leader reports 18-year-olds Ronald Lays, Ryan Davis, Michael Davis, and 19-year-old Benjamin Brock were all indicted Monday on charges of rape and video voyeurism. The indictment says the group is accused of having sexual intercourse with a female while she was physically helpless and recorded the act. Williamsburg Police Chief Wayne Bird says the female victim was incapacitated by alcohol. He says police have the video recording. Lees and Ryan Davis were later accused of tampering with a witness after they allegedly went to the victim's workplace. Commonwealth's attorney Ronnie Bowling says his office is not pursuing that charge. It's 7:22 on the dot, 58 degrees in downtown Glasgow. For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane.
Come on down to Bailey Gibson. The 2018s have to go.
All 2018 models are marked down. Buicks, GMCs, cars, trucks, SUVs, they've all got to go. Prices have been cut.
Cut below invoice?
Yes, get a new 2018 below invoice pricing, in addition to all available incentives. Need financing? We can help with that also. Come on down to 306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow. Check out the big savings on all remaining 2018 Buicks and GMCs on the lot. These are the lowest prices of the year. Find the vehicle you like and let us help with the rest.
Remember, Buicks, GMCs, savings, Bailey Gibson.
Gibson, they're my deal-making, hand-shaking, wheel-turning, hard-working dealer.
It's go fast time, y'all, and Big Meadow Oil has just what you need to send those tractors and trucks blazing down the tracks. This is Whitney, and you heard right. Big Meadow Oil has BP racing fuels. Stop by our office at 219 Industrial Drive in Glasgow or 529 Smiths Grove Road in Scottsville and get your high-octane racing fuels. We also have a wide variety of mobile oils, hydraulic fluids, and greases to service all your machines. Big Meadow Oil, where go fast is what we do. 270-651-5212.
Good morning. It's 7:23 at WCLU, 58 degrees. It's an absolute gorgeous day weather-wise. A perfect day to have a big-time tennis tournament. And we have a big-time tennis tournament getting underway. The Weldon Tennis Tournament cranks up again today, and we've been talking about it on the air, but we have the chairman of the Weldon Tennis Association, Terry Bunnell. Boy, did you do a good job ordering a weather forecast there, Terry, for sure.
Well, yeah, thank you very much, Henry, but I take no credit for that, no credit at all for that. But we've had a great week of weather. We've had some exciting activities, and the weather has been asked for a better events, and the weather is just outstanding. And tonight, I think the weather's going to be just fine for our block party that begins at 6 down at the courts at Gorn.
Yes. That's going to begin at 6 o'clock, right?
At 6 o'clock at Gorn. We invite everybody to come out and be a part of that. USTA Kentucky is going to come and be a part of our activity. We'll have lots of games, and we're going to do some drills, some skills, just have a fun time playing tennis. It's open to all ages, and it is free, so it is the right price, and we want people to come out and enjoy tennis. Again, for all ages, we'll be playing at Gorn Parks as part of the Weldon Tennis Week. Monday, we were fortunate to kick it off at the YMCA and at the Boys and Girls Club, and then Tuesday night we had a good night with beginners, and then last night was ladies' night, had a good turnout for that, and we expect a great turnout tonight, and just want to encourage people to come out and be a part of this community event tonight, beginning at 6 o'clock, and then the Weldon tournament begins at 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon. That'll be Friday afternoon and play Saturday,
Mhm.
and then conclude on Sunday.
It's really, it's got to be rewarding for you to see an interest in tennis, and this week really ramps it up, doesn't it?
It sure does, Henry. And we're very fortunate in our community to have good tennis, facilities, and we've got, high school programs that are involved in it, and we just want more people to come out and be a part of tennis. I mean, I tell people it's a lifelong sport, and some people may or may not believe that, but it is a sport that you can basically play for all ages. And as we worked with the YMCA, the Boys and Girls Club, we used a foam ball and different size racket to be more age appropriate for that group. And so it's a lot of fun playing tennis, great relationships, and the group that was down last night in particular, they were having a great time, and that's what it's all about.
Well, I know that you want folks to get out there. What's the first thing they can come to? What's the time to get started today?
Yeah, at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
It'll be at Gorham Park. We're at 6, and we'll go for about an hour and a half. Again, USTA Kentucky, I'm very fortunate that they're going to come down and be a part of that. They'll bring some giveaways, and we just have a big time with it. They do a lot of drills, and they help promote tennis, obviously, across the state. And so we're very fortunate to have them in Glasgow this afternoon.
And you got the big names coming in with folks who want to vie for the Weldon Championship, and we had a discussion about that last week. Anything else you want to add about that, or anything you've learned since we had our discussion on Monday, Terry?
Well, we've got a full field this year. That means we got 16 players. We've got a full field in singles, a full field in doubles, a good variety of players. We've got folks that have played at the University of Kentucky and currently playing there. We've got some from Georgetown College here. We've got, representing all over the state. We have some very outstanding juniors. Matt Halpin, who's going to Notre Dame. Matt has won the high school championship in the boys singles 2 of the last 3 years. So very high caliber player there. So it's going to be very interesting to see these talent come together and vie for the singles championship as well as the doubles championship. I think the doubles will be probably very competitive because a lot of these players, although they played doubles, they haven't played as a team.
Right.
So that will be interesting to see how all that meshes, comes together. But it'll be good tennis this weekend. The weather's going to be right for it. It's a little warmer on Saturday and Sunday, but that'd be perfect tennis weather.
Well, let's have a big weekend. Let's talk again as we get through the weekend here, Terry, and appreciate all your efforts, sir. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Thank you, Henry. Have a great day.
You too. 728 WCLU, 58 degrees.
Word is
Now at Ford's, choose select Sealy, Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, or Ford's Furniture mattress sets, and we'll give you an adjustable base free. Or get a set of memory foam pillows, a mattress protector, and a down comforter, a $500 value, all free with select mattress sets now at Ford's Furniture.
On us, and they provide just-in-time delivery.
Wow, where do they stock all this stuff?
They have a retail location next to the Glasgow EPB and 250,000 square feet of storage space in 4 local warehouses.
So for all this, we have one source.
Express One Source. Check them out at www.expressonesource.com.
Express One Source. We live up to our name every day. www.expressonesource.com.
We've been bragging about the weather. We talked about the Weldon weather being beautiful. Ray Stajic, isn't that right?
Got to take high pressure in, keep sun out. Clear as far as I can see. Maybe a few high clouds around this morning, and we're going to take this beautiful weather right into early next week. Clear with a few clouds this morning. Very nice out there. Sunshine later, 83. Once again tonight, 59 degrees. Sun and few clouds tomorrow, warmer, 87. Saturday and Sunday, plenty of sunshine, upper 80s. Dry Monday, maybe some thunderstorms back in here by Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Get out and take a deep breath. You'll enjoy the day. It's 58 degrees here. It's 7:30.
Welcome to another segment of Banking on Business sponsored by the People's Bank. This morning I'm at MJK Feed Mill on West Main Street here in Glasgow. I have a sample here of some great chocolate pie. I'm going to be eating on this while Julie Kinslow, who's one of the owners here, operators here with your mother and your daughter, operate MJK Feed Mill. So, Julie, welcome to a segment of Banking on Business. That's great to be in your store today, in your restaurant here today.
I'm so glad you're here.
Well, like I say, I'm going to talk. I'm not going to talk. You're going to talk, and I'm going to have this chocolate pie, okay, while you're talking. But tell us about the business here, Julie.
Okay, well, everybody always asks, what does MJK stand for?
Okay.
It's Mildred, Julie, and Keeley. We are 3 generations.
Okay.
All in one business. In 1984, Mom and her sister Betty Harlow, they went into business in a small house, and they outgrew that business and bought one across the street, a building. Oh my gosh, they were there until 2010, and there was a fire. They had decided not to go back into business, and we actually had customers come to our home, and you've got to come back, you've got to come back. And so Betty decided that she was going to retire, and so Mom and I talked about it, and we started remodeling, and we opened up in 2011.
Okay.
And while we were remodeling, we were like, what would the name be? And so we come up with Feed Mill, and it's MEAL.
Right.
And we wanted to put our names, and so it's MJK for Mildred, Julie, and Keeley.
Okay.
So everybody always asks, so we love to tell them.
That's a great story. 3 generations here. Now tell us your hours of operation, what you provide here. I know we've got the chocolate pie. This is great chocolate pie, but what else do you have other than chocolate pie?
Okay, we open at 5 a.m. Some mornings, if there's people outside that work for the state or whatever, we open maybe 4:30.
Okay.
And then we close at 3. We have breakfast. We serve breakfast to about 10:30, and then we start lunch. We have homemade biscuits and homemade gravy, bacon, sausage, and country ham. And for lunch, we have meatloaf every day.
And it's very, very good, by the way. Let me just put that in there, okay?
I know
That's my favorite.
You love it, and you love the chocolate
yes.
pie.
Well, I appreciate what you do for us in this area, providing great food. It's like this chocolate pie and that meatloaf you talked about, and being a part of Glasgow for so many years, and just being an outstanding business, a place to come eat and to have a good time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You've been watching another segment of Banking on Business, sponsored by the People's Bank, here at MKJ Feed Mill, talking with Julie Kinslow. And thank you for watching and listening to us today.
The People's Bank has an explosive deal for you this July. Open an 18-month CD July the 1st to the 31st and earn 2.50 APY. Start a new CD with only $500 this month. Stop by our office today to take advantage of this explosive rate. People's Bank, working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender. 2.50 annual percentage yield, 500 minimum opening deposit, substantial penalty for early withdrawal, and not valid with any other promotional rate offer. Limited time, rate subject to change.
All right, that was a great edition of Banking on Business from out of MJK Feed Mill. And I got to tell you, when they taped that earlier, actually it was late last week when they taped that, Tammy brought us all breakfast from MJK Feed Mill, and my goodness, I fell in love with the pork tenderloin breakfast. If you want breakfast, I highly recommend that as an entree. That's a good deal. 64 degrees, 734 at WCLU. I think I'm going to go ahead and get into the birthdays, so I'll quit thinking about pork tenderloin here this morning because hungry. We've got a lot of folks to celebrate birthdays with today right here. Get the right piece of paper over here so that I can bring you up to date on the birthdays for today. First of all, we want to say happy birthday this morning to Josh Whitlow, who is celebrating. We have Dr. Brent Wright celebrating a birthday today. Brooke Burris, Diane Spillman, Shonda Ballard, Maverick Potter. Maverick, by the way, is 7 today. We have Tony Rice, Brandon Waldridge, Joey Inman, Michelle Hornback, Benny Dickinson, Ronnie Ellis, Bruce Bell, Roy Wayne Deckard is 59 today, and Mary Leela Matthews has a birthday today. Yes, we have anniversaries, too. We've got Tony and Sue Underwood. It's number 44 for the Underwoods today. And it's number 45 for Randy and Teresa London. And Randy and Teresa are having their 45th anniversary, and by special request, they are our Good as Gold honorees today. If you happen to see Randy and Teresa London around town anywhere today, they're celebrating their 45th wedding anniversary. Let them know they're good as gold from their friends here at WCLU. And a little taste of Texas. Always looking forward to seeing you the Texas way. And, of course, Ralphie's Fun Center, always enjoying making birthdays fun for everybody. Angie Moore Houchins, formerly of Houchins Southgate Floral, is now practicing her craft as she joins Joy Wilson at the Corner Shop. The Corner Shop is located inside Wilson's Cabinets in Glasgow. You can trust Angie and Joy to help you if you need flowers, both fresh and artificial for any occasion, a casket arrangement, a fitting bereavement gift that expresses just the right sentiment. Count on the Corner Shop. They feature free delivery, and they're located at 812 Columbia Avenue in Glasgow. Inside of Wilson's Cabinets, you'll find an amazing selection of home decor, candles, soaps, even jewelry. There is so much to see. Why not stop in today? Joy and Angie's experience is at your service at the Corner Shop. They even deliver to most area funeral homes. Call them at 270-590-5815. That's 270-590-5815. The Corner Shop at Wilson's Cabinets, ready to serve you.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for our $5.99 fresh value meal. How would you like it?
From a lifeguard.
Everybody into the pool.
Attention swimmers, the pool is now closed. I'm heading to Subway for a $5.99 fresh value meal. There are 5 6-inch subs like spicy Italian and meatball marinara with chips and a 20-ounce drink for just $5.99 each. Hey, no running on the pool deck. Subway, make it what you want.
Fresh value meals are prepared in front of you. Limited time only at participating restaurants. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
What does it mean to listen? At Time Savers, we believe listening means respecting a client's wishes, affording them dignity in making decisions, allowing them to acknowledge they are uncertain or skeptical of what the future may hold. At Time Savers, we are here to listen, to understand your personal care and home help needs, and to help you achieve the quality of life that you want, either for yourself or your loved ones. Whether you want to remain in your home as long as possible, or you need a little extra help in assisted living or memory care, Time Savers will listen and come up with the best solution for you. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We listen, we understand, and we help.
At Ford's Furniture, England special orders don't cost more or take longer. Choose the Macintosh Sage Couch and customize it with your choice of fabric, designer pillows, even choose your seat firmness for only $5.99. That's right, just $5.99 for a custom order couch in your home in 30 days, or it's free. For a limited time, you can get special financing. 48 months, no interest, making the Macintosh Sage Couch less than $13 a month. On sale now at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow.
All right, it's 7:39 and it's 64 degrees. Temperature has jumped up on us, but not jumped outrageously. 64 is just a pleasant way to start the morning. At least, in my opinion, it's a pleasant way to start the day.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
So, do you think it's a pleasant way to start today? 64?
I think so. Feels pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. Another hectic day around the radio station. We enjoy that, though. Had a little Latin on trivia today. You like Latin, I know.
Latin is my enemy. Or is it pronounced enemy?
That's right.
Who knows?
Hit him a beanie.
Yes.
Let's see. What else do we... Oh, you know, I was going to wait till tomorrow, but, you know, Terry Jackson, who gives us all types of good information, when we had the archive story about Lonzo and Oscar from over in Edmonton this morning, We're talking about how that they went to Jackson, Tennessee. That they got on the Grand Ole Opry. Did a little song called "I'm My Own Grandpa," and then what was Terry told you they tried to sell it to Eddie Arnold and.
So he had told me that they had. I feel bad. I'm trying to recall everything,
Okay,
all the
sorry.
details.
Yeah.
But I think he said that he just sort of presented that to him, and instead of making his career go up, he says that's going to make my career go down.
Well.
And they supposedly sold 4 million copies of that.
Yeah.
So
Well,
really hit it off.
yeah, and I don't know Eddie Arnold. Of course, Eddie Arnold, an excellent country music musician, but he's not material for singing "I'm My Own Grandpa."
Yeah.
He's far too straight-laced for that. Lonzo and Oscar were perfect for "I'm My Own Grandpa," and so I guess Eddie Arnold thought that his career would go down as opposed to up, and I guess maybe that's true because it would be so far away from the cattle call and all that stuff.
Right.
But anyway, thanks to Terry for sharing that, and I might have to get out "I'm My Own Grandpa" and play that.
That'll be good.
And just to remember the history around here. All right, 741 Tidbit News. Let's see here. What do I want to talk about? This story is pretty intriguing to me. There's a mayor. This is over in Poland. The mayor of a local town is offering locals a reward, Brendan.
Okay.
The reward is for if you have a baby boy. After it emerged that in the last 9 years, only girls have been born in this village. Now, it's going to have to, you're going to have to let me pronounce the name of the village here. Mezhiski Ordzenski. And that's way back because they need to buy some vowels. But I'm going to call it MO, the village of MO over there in Poland. It's in South Poland near the border with the Czech Republic, has less than 300 inhabitants. Most of them are female. Now follow along, Brennan. The last boy to be born in this village of MO, and who still lives there, was 12 years ago.
Oh my
The
goodness.
last time a boy was born in this town in Poland, 12 years ago. Tomas Golaz, the head of the Volunteer Fire Brigade, which is also staffed mainly by women, said it's been going on for several decades. I came to the village, I took a local girl for my wife, and we had 2 daughters. I would like to have a son, but it's probably unrealistic. My neighbor also has tried and has 2 daughters. I don't think women give birth to boys here, he says. To try and find an answer, the mayor of the local council for the region of Szezek, where the village lies, his name is another one, needs some vowels, Raymond Frisco, began exploring historical records to see if this was just a recent anomaly. The dad of 2 girls says, quote, "We looked into it further, reviewing birth certificates. I think that what the older residents say is confirmed. Girls are constantly born and boys of birth are rare. Explaining the puzzle will not be easy," he says. But and I don't know that, obviously they have no control over what happens. So to say, yeah, if you'll have a boy, you'll get a prize.
It's insane.
That is, think about that. 12 years ago, the last time a boy was born in this village of, again, I'll try it one more time
MO.
right here. MO, the village of MO. And they need some boys to be born there, right? The girls run the fire department, which is certainly probably a good deal. They probably run the fire department well, but I thought that was intriguing.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's come back to this country. In Gwinnett County, Georgia, a medical examiner's investigator down there was disciplined, Brennan. She listed the cause of a man's death incorrectly twice. This is the medical examiner listing the cause of death wrong twice. WSB-TV learned the investigator listed the death of Ray Neal as being due to natural causes when he actually had been stabbed several times.
Oh, my goodness.
How natural is that?
Pretty natural, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. There's no way it was too much blood, said Neal's sister. The first officer to arrive at his Lexington Drive duplex was also found it suspicious, writing in a report, quote, "I observed a large amount of blood on the bed and underneath Mr. Ray Neal. I also observed blood on the walls in the bathroom and on the shower curtain."
My goodness.
But because Neil had several known illnesses, including hepatitis C, the investigator apparently believed the blood loss was part of natural death.
Sounds like a Alfred Hitchcock film.
She says here that she was in the house a total of 10 minutes and said he died of natural causes. The funeral home director came to pick him up, and when he walked in, he said, "This is something totally different than what they said." Investigators said they found stab wounds on Monday, and the medical examiner ruled the death was a homicide. Police said the 2-day delay hasn't hurt their investigation much. We're aware of the situation prior to getting the final classification from the medical examiner's office. Neither the police nor Mr. Neal's family have any idea who might have killed the 61-year-old. Whomever did this, he knew them because he wouldn't let just anybody into his home, he said. So anyway, this medical examiner here needs some examination herself, I think.
It sounds like it.
Hey, natural causes. Whoops, sorry, stab wounds. It's hard to differentiate.
That's ridiculous.
It's the truth.
I mean, I would expect maybe something else, but not just natural causes.
Yeah,
it's so vague.
It is. It's just not natural, no matter how you look at it. And one more real quick tidbit story right here. This is out of New York State. A New York State bed and breakfast says the latest offering of cow cuddling is a European stress relief technique she learned about in the Netherlands. So the lady's name is Suzanne Vullers. She's the owner of the Mountain Horse Farm in upstate New York, and she has been offering horse therapy sessions at the bed and breakfast for years. But a recent trip home to the Netherlands inspired her to add cow cuddling to her repertoire. Cows have this wonderful quality that when they are processing their food, they like to lay down, Miss Vullers told CNN. They become really quiet, and it's a beautiful opportunity to connect with them. She said the sessions, which are scheduled around the cow's natural feeding habits, can serve as an alternative for people who find that they have a hard time staying still or focusing during meditation. The cows have a slightly lower heart rate, and just feeling that from them makes you react to that. It makes you slow down, too. And because you're doing that in nature, it's really quiet, she says. So this is the latest thing here, the bed and breakfast there in New York. You can sign up for all types of things, which bed and breakfasts are really neat. They have a lot of extra special things. Now, this one has cow cuddling,
Could you imagine lying next to a cow?
Well, I mean,
as he or she's processing their food.
Well, yeah, I don't, that certainly is a lot slower pace than the way we process our food around here.
Absolutely.
But anyway, that's what we have. That's what we have in the way of tidbit news for today. We've got natural causes. We've got a village that just can't give birth to a boy, and cow cuddling. Where else?
My 3 favorite things.
But tidbit news. And we'll have some more tomorrow, I am sure.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Wendy's 4 for $4 is the deal you can count on every day. No catch, no strings attached, just 4 items for $4. Hence the name, 4 for $4. Choose one of 8 great options like the double stack, spicy chicken wrap, or junior bacon cheeseburger. And you get 4 nuggets, fries, and a drink. A full meal for just $4, only at Wendy's, baby. That's added value multiplied by tons of goodness. Because the 4 for $4 is what you need when you need it. So turn that car around and hit your nearest Wendy's today.
At participating Wendy's for a limited time. Meal includes 4-piece chicken nuggets, small fries, and small drink. Offer not valid in Alaska and Hawaii.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
All right, it's 7:49 WCLU, 64 degrees. Bobby Lee Hurt is here this morning. Now, Bobby Lee is here on behalf of Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. Bobby Lee's always got great deals up there on vehicles that are, that's the head turning this place up there, First thing you see the pretty car, the pretty truck, the pretty van. Then you turn your head again and say, when Bobby Lee says, here's what it's going to cost, you go, what? And you have made a lot of sales up there just by turning heads, Bobby Lee. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Henry. How are you this morning?
I'm doing real good. I'm just enjoying a great start to the day.
Hey, that's good. It's a beautiful day for anybody to get out and start it, for sure.
Like if you've been putting off buying a vehicle, if you've been putting off taking care of the transportation needs of your family, this is one of those days that you'll step out and say, I got to do that today. And I have a feeling Bobby Lee is going to give us even more reasons to do that up at Hurt Auto Sales, sir.
That's right, Henry. We just got in a 2014 Ford Explorer XLT, third row seat, top of the line, has all the extras, Henry.
Mm-hmm.
We've got it priced for just $17.90.
Those are mighty fine, solid vehicles. You can just feel how solid they are and how wonderful they handle too.
That's right. Super fine rides. And speaking of super fine rides, we got a 2014 Mercedes ML 350, red in color. Factory warranty still left, low miles. We've got it priced for just $18.90. Okay.
Man, that is a great price.
It sure is. And convertible with us. We got a 2011 Chrysler 200 convertible, local trade, sharp-looking ride for just $8,500.
Boy, you can feel good letting the top down on that one on a day like today, can't you?
Sure can. Hey, you let the hair blow. You don't even need to wear a hat today. So.
Yeah, just air everything out.
Air it all out. Let it go. That's right.
Yeah, just hold on to the papers.
Yeah, don't worry about a thing. That's right.
That's right.
And last but not least, here we got a 1999 Chevy 1/2-ton truck, 4-wheel drive, local trade as well, and we've got that price for just $4,900 today. So.
People want to say pickup trucks are priced high. It's hard to afford a pickup truck. I don't think that's true at Hurt Auto Sales at all, Bobby Lee.
That's right. We've got a really reasonable price on this truck, and I don't expect it to last long, Henry. So if you're looking for a nice truck, just come on in, and we'll send you home in it.
Well, one of the things that Bobby Lee does, and we like to brag about this, is because the fact when you're looking for something, you've seen a car, you thought of a car, maybe you used to have a car, but you want to get it again, you're looking for something, Bobby Lee is really good at helping folks find things. Now, this time of the year, as we get to, we're into the dog days of summer, getting ready to think about school going back and all that, what kind of vehicles do people tell you they wish you would find for them, Bobby Lee?
And a lot of them want to... looking for a first car for their 16-year-old, and a lot of these soccer moms, as a lot of people call them, they need a van to haul their children and their equipment in.
Yeah.
We can do it. We'll find it for you. Okay.
And you know where to look, and yet at the same time you look responsible. You don't just find it. You find something that you're tickled to put your name on the back that says Hurt Auto Sales when you do that too.
That's right. We take a lot of pride in it, Henry, and we certainly appreciate everyone that's traded with us. And once you come in and look a spell and sit a spell, and hey, we'll find.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. As long as you've washed them in the last couple of days. Yes.
That would be good.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and we're going to work on sending a bunch of folks up there to see you, Bobby Lee, and show off your wares because it really looks good, and folks are going to be impressed. Because one thing's for sure, when you go up to Hurt Auto Sales, the motto makes it clear that...
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Enjoy the day, son, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Henry. Appreciate it.
Bobby Lee Hurt, 621 West Main, Glasgow, Kentucky. Hurt Auto Sales.
Some people say, a pharmacy is a pharmacy. You go in, you buy the same pills you can buy anywhere. I would tell you different. I know from my own personal experience at Glasgow Prescription Center, the difference really is the people that work there. I was having a hard time sleeping. I couldn't get the right mask for my CPAP machine, and it was really affecting the way I live. Luckily, I met Bryant at Glasgow Prescription Center, and he pointed out a new mask that was similar to my old mask but might fit better and might relieve the pressure that I just couldn't stand and couldn't sleep with at night. And I'm happy to say I'm sleeping better, I feel better, and it's all because I'm at the right person at the right pharmacy. Glasgow Prescription Center is not just any other pharmacy. And I would encourage you that if you're not happy with the service you're getting, or you're looking for the right kind of home medical product, or you just want to see a smiling face when you go to the pharmacy, Glasgow Prescription Center is the best place to go. Located in the Southgate Shopping Center, call 270-651-8889.
All right, we're going to say goodbye to all of our friends here on Facebook Live because we don't want to get in trouble with Facebook, but we do want to play a little music right here. And going back to our archive story in 1939, where we had Lonzo and Oscar from Metcalfe County making lots and lots